It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Oh, this is sorry. Hey, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. That's a sorry bell, man. Woo, gotta get a new bell.
I have a new idea I'm going to talk to Hector about.
Uh-oh, what are you gonna tell him?
You know how they had Doug, and he was like, remember the cartoon character Doug? And he was, I forgot what they called him. They was like Quack Man or something weird. I'm going to call you Quarantine Man. We're going to do a whole animation video of you in quarantine. And what does Quarantine Man do and the outings of Quarantine Man? I think that would be hilarious. So I'm going to talk to Hector about that. He's working on another piece for us as well. Happy Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I'm wearing pink so much.
Hold it. Why am I the quarantine man when all America is in quarantine?
That's a whole nother conversation off air that we're going to have. That's all I can tell you.
How do you figure?
I got to tell you. And God said, let there be light, and so it is. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for joining us on our 12 o'clock lunchtime hour. Our 9 o'clock hour was a lot of us doing our behind the scenes, but actually saw it on air. That's kind of how our mornings seem to roll before we go on air, but everyone got to hear our conversations live. So that was kind of interesting the way we got to do that, the banter that you and I have. It's, you know, that relationship, that work husband-wife thing that we got going on.
That's because I'm always right.
All we needed were the boxing gloves is all I can tell you.
It was a good perspective. We just share the perspectives that's just different. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it.
We always have different perspectives, but not everyone gets to hear our different perspectives. So I think that was kind of a unique twist on the situation.
How did you like Teddy Unscripted?
I love Teddy Unscripted. I love the fact, and I don't know how this girl does it, but she produces all of our shows remotely. She records other shows. She edits them. She uploads them. She spends hours. She's taking care of her dad. She's got her mom, the 3 dogs, and yet she has time to research and put a show together. She impresses me every day a little bit more. She is truly spectacular. But you know what I love the most?
Tell me.
Is that she works so hard. She is so dedicated. And then suddenly she turns 24 again and says she's got dirty laundry on her bedroom floor, so she goes outside. That to me was like the funniest thing about her being a millennial, because she did the work, she got the interviews, she got the data, she's got the shows uploaded, she edits, she downloads, she runs everything, and she says, I got dirty clothes in my room, so you can't see my room. I thought that was hilarious.
I thought the funniest thing was when after the show, the dog knocked everything over. He went after a squirrel, which is a new way of things happening now, right?
Squirrel?
No, the dog gets in the shot. We were testing the other system, and Joy's son was watching television, and he didn't realize that she was on the video. It's just funny. It's funny the way all this comes about, because people don't realize that everything around you is in play. Everything's in play.
You got the dog, you got the air conditioner, you got all kinds of things in play. So, you know, whereas before everyone kept their kids off site, now all the shows, if you've seen, so many of the shows are doing Some Good News and Jimmy Fallon, all their kids are home. The kids are drawing their backdrops. It's interesting. John Krasinski has a great show on YouTube, actually. So it's interesting, the platforms that you can use with the following to spread some good news and cheer. I feel like it's Christmas all over again.
I'm going to tell you, there is a difference in energy doing our show this way. And I notice I watch Fallon. I'm watching now Channel 12 is doing themselves from home. So
Yeah.
yesterday, they tried it last night, the weather girl, the new weather girl. You know, we know our friend. They have a blonde there. And it looked like she wasn't used to doing it this way because she's looking at the camera and she's looking around. She's on the air and she doesn't realize she's on the air. Right? Yeah. And she starts pointing at the wall because they superimposed the map behind her. So the funny thing about all this, there's a change of energy. When we're in studio, it's one thing. Doing it this way is more difficult because I have to pause and wait for the sentence to be finished. You have to do the same thing. When the guests come on, we have to do the same thing. So this is unwritten rule that you don't talk about this.
There's a lot of things that are totally different. A lot. I have now sanctioned myself into about a 5 by, if I lay, see, I always measure things by if I were to lay down. A 5 by 5 area is where I'm sitting right now. And out of my entire house, that is where I sit. Maybe not even a 5 by 5, maybe a 5 by 4 area is where I'm sitting at the moment.
But you don't need a lot of room.
Contrary to popular opinion, if you saw a 2,000 square foot studio that I needed to have, which I still need to have, which I terribly, terribly miss, that sometimes I go back there and I just sit there by myself and I look around and go, I will be back here one day soon. That I know we will be back there.
What I don't get is the lighting on me is horrible. I look like I'm dying of some kind of red disease.
I have to say you look a whole lot better than you looked last week. So if you did not feel well last week or if it was the lighting, I don't know, but you look terrific. Your coloring looks good right now.
What are you talking about? I look like the giant red tomato.
I don't see that is all I can say. But I'm excited. Our 9 o'clock show, we had Jeff from Promo Stuff for You on, Jeff Greenberg, and he actually nailed it today with a promotional item for us to give out to our clients. So I'm excited to get that going.
I gotta tell you something. I got a bone to pick with him.
Why?
Because I'm the one that has the lighting problem, and he's giving you all the lighting stuff. I'm gonna have to go see him somewhere and get some of that lighting stuff. Yeah, like you
know
need
what
it.
You know what it takes to put all this together is all I can tell you.
What time you get up? 6 in the morning to get it done?
You know what happened this morning? It was really funny because now that we're not going to the studio so early, I get up later, I start getting dressed later. Next thing I know, it's like 8:40 and I said, oh my gosh, I'm late. And I cracked myself up because I was late to walk from one end of the house to the other. Late. But it was kind of funny.
You were late. It's the new norm. There will never be a new norm again. You know that, right?
Yeah, every day is something new.
You think?
Every day is something new. A little bit more self-care, and I get to I think that's what a lot of people are doing now is a little more self-care. I told you I cut my daughter's hair on Saturday. I'm waiting for my hair color to come in because I'll be doing my own roots this weekend. I'll be doing my own nails this week. Actually, Chelsea and I might do each other's nails and pedicures. So it takes me back to the day, which is funny, right? What's old is new again. My mom used to own a nail salon when I was in high school. So I learned how to do my own nails. I learned how to do a pedicure. I haven't done in many, many years, but I have a lot of my supplies still in my drawer. So talk about the hoarder of beauty products that I am. And I'm quite the hoarder of beauty products and cosmetics. We opened the drawer over the weekend, and oh my gosh, nail files and buffers and nippers and pedicure scrapers. It was all there. So it's kind of cool. All I can tell you.
Do you have one of those drawers in the kitchen that has like everything in it?
I have a drawer in the kitchen. In my bathroom, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
You have 4 useless drawers?
In my bathroom. They're not useless. They all have things that I need at one point in time. There's nothing useless about them.
I'm talking about the useless drawer. Everybody, when we were growing up as kids, everybody had a useless drawer. You have stuff in that drawer, junk drawer, yeah. You have stuff in that drawer you ain't never gonna use.
But
and now that everybody's home, has that junk drawer become a very popular place to be?
Oh, yes. That and my craft boxes and all these things I used to use, 100%.
Did you say
glitter
craft or
and feathers and craft.
Or crap?
You might have a crap box. I have a craft
I do.
box.
I have a crap box.
You and the cat.
There's nothing in there but crap.
I do make myself laugh. I'm glad somebody does.
Teddy's dying on the floor. There's nothing in there but crap. The crap box. You want to take a crap, go to the box.
We got Your CBD Store logging in today from Singer Island, and we're actually putting out a tremendous promotion for Your CBD Store. I think we've got Jerry with us and Chelsea. I'm not quite sure who's logging in, but they're going to be at their Singer Island location. Oh, there you have it. We don't have either one of them right now. We've got
we got the kids.
Yes. Hey, Freddie.
How you guys
How you doing, champion?
Good. How are you?
You guys look fantastic. I love that place.
Thank you. So do we.
So here's what we're doing, Freddie.
It's funny because I know that Dad, he's gonna weasel in there like he did the last time. He's sort of just gonna go right by and says, "Oh, how you doing? Are you on the air?" Oh, he's gonna do the Miss America thing.
So they're offering a tremendous promotion. The first 25, the first 25 people to either comment below that you want to receive it or give a call to Your CBD Store will receive a free CBD starter kit mailed to their home.
Yes.
Really?
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 The first 25.
Yes, the first 25. We figured since people can't make it into the store, why not bring the store to them? So we're gonna the first.
And what do they have to do?
They just have to comment on the post or call into our store. And the first 25 will receive a skincare starter kit, basically. And Maddie will tell you about the skincare. So the beauty products.
All right, tell us about the beauty product.
Okay, so we have a collagen cream, a daytime moisturizer, a nighttime moisturizer, and then a small and a big body lotion. Really the benefit of having CBD in all of these is that they have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agents. So it's good for signs of aging, acne, all that good stuff.
A skin cleanser.
I'm sorry?
Tell me again. A cleanser, a lotion.
A serum, a daytime moisturizer, a collagen cream, and then a small and big body lotion. So there's 5.
Wow. There's 5 products for the first 25 callers or comments from Your CBD Store. How much CBD is in them? How much CBD are in the products? And tell us the benefits of putting CBD on your skin.
So it depends on the different product, but the daytime has 30 milligrams of CBD. The collagen has 150 milligrams. The nighttime serum has 30 milligrams of CBD, and then the lotion has 120 in the big one and 30 in the small one. Like I said, it's just it has a lot of vitamins added, and the cannabinoids help to get it into your system. And then it has anti-inflammatory agents and antioxidants. And it's also formulated without alcohol or scent, so that it's really good for sensitive skin.
I'm all in on that one.
To the first 25, we're gonna offer a sample of each one, like a sample starter pack.
That's tremendous.
Yeah.
And Freddie, you have the lotion at the studio. So since you're quarantine man, I'm going to go to the studio and bring all of my supplies from the studio to my house so I can partake in the lotion that we have and some of the other items.
First of all, I have the lotion here.
You do.
I wear it every morning. Now, let me tell you what the problem is, okay? Linda doesn't want me using my fingers to put it in the lotion. So I have a little spoon that I put it on my hand to put it on my neuropathy feet. And I do this all the time. All the time. I wasn't leaving that behind. That is the first thing I brought home. Now,
But
I got a comment. Mimi Smith, first one, awesome. She wrote the word awesome. So does Mimi Smith now qualify for the free?
Yes.
Yes.
Get her information.
So how do we get it to her?
we're going to have Mimi Smith send us in a private inbox, or we'll give out their phone number and they can gather her information privately.
Or they can message us on Facebook too, like our Singer Island store Facebook.
Or they can
Okay.
call the store.
What's
All
the
the
store
stores
number?
I'm gonna do.
The store number?
Yes.
It's 561-812-2804.
Okay, Teddy, let's put that on the screen. That's the Singer Island, your CBD store.
Okay, so Mimi wins. I just sent her the number. That leads us to a 24. This is so much fun.
You like giving away things? That's pretty cool.
I'm having a ball here.
Here he is.
And there's the man.
And there he is.
Gotta stick my head in.
Didn't I tell you he was gonna show up?
You 100% did.
We might as well make it a family affair.
Freddie,
Yeah.
Freddie's like one big family again.
Yeah.
Well, he makes me laugh because he always sort of he sort of swag away. Oh, look at that! Oh, here, my God! I look up, everybody's here.
Yeah.
Are y'all staying safe out there? I hope everybody's doing fine. This is the new
Everybody
norm.
is staying safe.
This is the new norm for now, I guess. That's the story. Hey, I just want to elaborate on these bath bombs because, in my opinion, they're awesome. My wife swears by them. There's different colors. The green
It's eucalyptus.
is eucalyptus. It is stimulating and medicinal. Soothes joint pain, cleans sinuses, and stimulating the senses. And then the purple, which
It's
is
lavender.
which is serenity, soothing and relaxing. It's for stress relief, calm and comfort, promoting a good night's rest. And then the orange, I guess you would call it. I'm colorblind, so bear with me.
It's yellow.
Yellow, thank you. It's for bright and zesty, and that's for awakening the senses, bringing clarity, and combating moodiness. And then the blue
It's peppermint.
is peppermint.
Whoa, wait a minute. Did you say moodiness?
Yeah.
You gotta get this young lady over here 400 gallons of that, please.
Did you need a case of the green? But the green, the blue is cooling and fresh. What's this?
Peppermint.
Peppermint. And that's for calming the mind, reducing anxiety, and promoting focus.
And the orange
And
one.
then the orange one is productivity, invigorating and uplifting, strengthening the immune system, and promoting focus. So every color has its own scent, and every color has basically its own purpose. My wife is one of the hardest working women I know, truthfully. And I can tell when I get home and she's in the tub with a bath bomb that she's just chilling. She locks the door, does her thing, and just chills for an hour in that bath bomb. Our skincare product is award winning from the CBD Expo. We just won a bunch of awards with our skincare products. Some are for nighttime while you're sleeping. Some are for daytime when you're active. And Dawn, I think you got the one that smells like cucumber, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It smells great, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It does.
Yeah. And I use it. I use it because I get a heat rash on my calves. So I get out of the shower every morning, and I'm glad there's no one around, because here I'm lathering all up with my wife's face cream. You know? But it works pretty good for us. And that's our product. That is our skincare product line.
I think the bath
Now,
bombs sound amazing. Freddie, people are writing in. If you're writing in, we have the information, or call the Singer Island store. Linda apparently wants a starter kit. Teddy from the other side of our computer wants a starter kit. Jojo
what they
wants
gotta
a
do?
starter.
They comment for the store.
They are. They're all commenting on our Facebook feed.
And they can
Okay, now you gotta call the
email-
store to claim your prize.
Right. We have 4
Now, I
locations.
spoke to Dr. Dan. He does a show with us on Wednesday with Ann. And Dr. Dan came over to me one day when he was at the studio. He says, "What are you doing about your neuropathy?" Because he has it. He says, "And I saw you were on the phone with this challenge. Does it really work?" And I'm gonna tell you something. It really works. I want to hook up Dr. Dan to call and talk to them, because I think that it's an essential. You know, you take metformin because he does the medical stuff, Dr. Dan. But the cream that he's given me with it's just the anti-inflammatory, that stuff on my feet is tremendous. Tremendous. And you got to try it to see the difference in your hands, your shoulder. Even Linda's a believer now. That's why I have a little scoop. I can't use my fingers to put my fingers in the bowl.
In my opinion, we have an extensive product line, anywhere from pets to adults, children, you name it. We carry a different way that you can take CBD. But in my opinion, and Freddie, I'm the same age as you, I have the sciatica issues and rotator cuff issues. And I swear by the topical cream. I mean, I would be lost without it, honest to God. A pea size in the shoulder makes this go away. A pea size on the back makes that go away. My golfer buddies can actually swing golf clubs again because they use the relief cream. It's the topical cream. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say relief yet. But what it does is wonders. It is by far our best seller. But when I believe in it the way I believe in, I believe every man that walks into any of our stores should carry off a jar of the topical cream, because it's that good. Or a woman, you know, not a male fascist pig, but it is that good, honest to God. And
I have an idea.
We're all the benefits without the high. You don't need a medical card to come into our stores. You don't need a prescription, and you don't have to worry about taking your urine test. We sell to a lot of first responders. We sell to a lot of retirement villages, and we sell to a lot of assisted living communities. And obviously that's why we are still open on a day like today where most businesses are closed. We have Singer Island, we have Boca, we have Boynton, and we have Pembroke Pines currently right now in our 4 location.
And you have more than just the skincare line and the topical cream. You have a whole line of tinctures, of edibles, of pets, supplements as well, to help everyone. And I'm thinking, and I don't know if you're going to be into this idea, but if 25 people don't call in today, then perhaps the balance of the 25, maybe we can donate to one of the hospital systems or one of the nursing homes and get this into the hands of our first responders.
I am all in. I'm all in on that. That would be a great idea. Great.
Now,
Because
people are asking me, how would they get their sample? Is it delivered or they have to pick it up?
We're gonna mail it to them. I mean, if they're really local, we can just deliver it. And we do a no contact delivery. We're doing a lot of delivery business right now. A lot. We deliver for free. We ship for free. It doesn't matter whether you spend $10 or $100 or more. We still deliver for free, and we still ship for free. And either way, whatever the customer feels they want us to do, if they want to start using it today, we'll deliver it today. If they want to start using it in a couple days, then we'll obviously ship it. But my suggestion is get it in you and on you ASAP. It's the new
I
way,
love
man. Truly, it's the new way. You know, it's all the health without the how. And you can go anywhere from gummies to hard candies to the pill form, to the oil under your tongue, to the water solubles. You can smoke it with the vape sticks, the vape cartridges that we have. You can even smoke it now in a pre-rolled. It looks like a joint. It truly does, but there is no THC, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
There's a little bit of THC.
In that there is? Okay, I
Yes,
stand
there
corrected.
is. Less than 0.3%.
Which is the legal amount.
All right. All right, Teddy, tell Mom to call. Teddy, tell Mom to call the store. You deserve to get it as well. Linda, if you want to, just call the number. And JoJo's on. JoJo, say hi to Calvin. He's watching. How you doing, Calvin? JoJo, if you want your sample, call in. I got to tell you something. If you have any kind of neuropathy, you're talking to a diabetic that has neuropathy in his feet, which is no fun. Get in on the game because this stuff, it works. The CBD that he offers, whether it's a skincare, Dawn, I was thinking maybe you put some here for those migraines and we see what happens.
On the temples, in between, and then behind the ears.
Yeah, I actually wake up with stress headaches, and I've had migraines my whole life. And I put it on my temples, on my third eye, and right behind my left ear. And in about 15 minutes, I can actually function. It's incredible.
Wow. And which one do you use? The one that I use for my feet?
The topical cream.
Yes, what you have for your feet, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, what you have for your
Dawn,
feet.
that might be something we have to look at.
Yeah.
We need
And
to
it's not-
shrink Dawn's head.
We get everybody together. And the third eye.
And right behind your
and
left
behind
ear.
your ears. Well,
And I do my neck for good measure, too, to be honest.
Yes, that too.
I want to just bathe in it.
It goes
Yeah.
on.
That's
Me
what
too.
bath bombs are.
What was
But wouldn't that be the bath bombs? That's like taking a bath in it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my mom does it just to relax. She does the lavender one, I believe. She swears by them. She'll get in the tub with that bath bomb and a glass of wine, and she'll be out 20 minutes later.
Me and Maddie bought my wife some bath bombs from a store for Christmas, and we bought her some nice bath bombs. And it's kind of funny because you go into her bathroom, and all the bath bombs that we bought her for Christmas are still sitting there. And the bowl of bath bombs from our store gets emptied about every week. So it's like, what, you don't like our bath bombs we bought you? She says, honestly, I like those better. So, that says a lot. Our family uses every single product that we carry. And we've made it a point to try every product so we know what we're talking about. My people are very educated. We control soil to oil, which is very rare. In other words, the fields in Colorado and
Oregon and Montana.
And then the bottling plant in Tampa, that's our bottling and manufacturing plant. So there's no middleman. There's a little QR code on every single one of our products that you can zap that code and it'll take you to the batch in that bottle. Not the batch that was made 8 weeks ago, the batch in this bottle. And that's pretty rare. And we use a CO2 extraction versus a ethanol extraction, which is it kind of leaves the essentials in and takes the garbage out. When you use the ethanol, you're taking everything except the CBD, which there's much more essentials in that plant than just the CBD.
cannabinoids?
Cannabinoids.
And Jerry and Asa. Right now,
Maddie.
there is so much anxiety, right? We don't even have to discuss why there is, but everyone's stress and anxiety level is just on a whole nother level that it becomes insurmountable to even take the next step. I can't imagine why, because you're on the other side of my screen. But CBD from your CBD store may potentially help people manage some of the stress and anxiety.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I suffer from
Anxiety.
anxiety, and I do the water soluble, I eat the gummies, I smoke the hemp, I do it all, and it's incredible how just calming it is. It's like an even layer.
Anxiety and depression is up 30% right now compared to what it's been. 30%. That's a lot of anxiety, that's a lot of depression, and that's a lot of cooped up people inside the house on each other's nerves. Realistically. So if you everybody else around you appreciates it too.
And what we're talking about, I want you to all stay there. We're going to take a quick commercial break. But the first 25 people to comment or call in to your CBD store will receive a free sample pack of their called skincare?
Yes.
Skincare line.
Of their skincare line.
I'll even put in some of the topical cream for them too, so they can try that.
All right, so 5 products free. 5 sample size products free from your CBD store. All you have to do is call into your CBD store. The number's on the screen, 561-812-2804, or make a comment on our feed, and we're going to tell you to call into your CBD store as well. 5 products, and I can't wait to try the bath bombs because, and for my migraines, last week I had a migraine for 3 days. It was debilitating. It was
we
horrible.
all know that.
You all suffered through it with, I know. So stay tuned. We're going to be right back with your CBD store coming to you from Singer Island. They also have a location in Boca, in Boynton Beach, and in Pembroke Pines. So stay tuned. Get your pen and paper. 561-812-2804, and we will be right back.
Awesome.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
Is your business MobiPop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Ding, 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 ding,
Now,
ding.
can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret?
Please tell me and
I have
100,000 other viewers.
Okay, but don't tell nobody. I have been doing this kind of production for a real long time. Real long time.
Yeah.
And I am doing something today that I've never done before because I'm home. I am on our webpage right now, and I am talking to our public. Now, it's delayed, so I am a few seconds behind on this page, and then I go to our page, and it's up to date. Now, Crystal said that she tried to call, and the phones are busy. Blow up the phone. Keep calling, keep calling. Don't let them take another phone call. Just keep on calling. Blow up the phones. She says the phone lines are busy. Just keep on calling, Crystal. You'll get through, and we'll get the product to you. But this is amazing. This is a whole new ball of wax for me.
You like this?
I am on here. I'm talking to people. I'm grooving. I'm having fun. And I'm talking to JoJo on one laptop. I'm talking to people on another. Everybody's commenting. The CBD stuff works. I'm telling you. If you have aches and pains from neuropathy to migraines, and you're going to be the next guinea pig, Missy, we're going to put you head a giant CBD mass.
I'm going to try the bath bombs. I need to try something because by the end of the day, between what we're doing and all of the talk of everything we're doing and the grant money and the PPP money and the PPE and the this and the all of this stuff, I want to try the bath bombs, and I am totally going to try the cream for my migraines. And right here, you know these knots you get right here? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you have them, but I'd venture to say more people than just me have them. And that topical cream has got to help. And the skincare lotion.
What did I tell you last night about my back?
You said your back hurt.
And what did I do last night? Remember I told you I had to share a little something with you?
Yeah, huh?
I put the cream on my lower back, and I went and I laid down. Dawn, I was out, lights out. I was asleep. I woke up this morning. I said, holy cow. I don't know what's in this thing. I keep asking him.
He's not
But whatever is in
you.
it, whatever is in it, I'm telling you right now, it is the best. My lower back doesn't hurt me anymore. I'm walking around like a young chicken again, but no pain. Why are you laughing?
Because you said a young chicken again, and you and I both went, at the same time.
There you go. Yes, Crystal, the bath bombs are spectacular. And she says that she agrees with you. And the funny thing is, if you do the bath bombs, be careful that you don't fall asleep in the tub. You may want to wear a rubber ducky around your head or something, because you're going to be so out, you'll probably drown. So take it easy. Make sure you have some kind of apparatus to keep you afloat.
You know, how we were talking about sending out the lights to our clients so they'll be able to come in virtually with us through video. I think we should maybe we should do a whole little pack to send to people, and we should put a CBD bath bomb in it from your CBD store so people can relax a little bit and enjoy. I think that might be, as we're talking about promotional things, we can put our sticker on it on one side and they can put their sticker on the other side. You see, I'm a very visual learner, and we send this out to our clients and we put this all together. But let's get back to your CBD store. They're coming to us from Singer Island, and they are giving away 25 free sample packs of their skincare line, including their topical cream, the lotion, the collagen, the serum, the cleanser, so many products. Asa, you've changed.
I just ate lunch.
So give them a call.
I told you, it never fails. It never fails. I told you, he's going to be back.
561-212-2804. The number is on our screen. Give them a call. If the phone lines are busy, keep calling or write in and we'll make sure they get it out to you. They will mail it. Or if you're close enough in our vicinity in South Florida, they will deliver it to you. So,
now, is that number correct? Is that number correct, Dawn?
Is that number right, babe?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, it's right, Freddie.
Okay, I want people to blow up that number and tie it up all day. Just keep blowing it up. until we hit the 25, because people tell me they're calling in and it's busy, and I don't hear the phone ringing. I need to hear the phone ringing.
Evelyn and Crystal.
She's out front with the phone. I know she's writing stuff down. Hey, Freddie, do you remember how skeptical you were of that cream the first time I met you?
Skeptical? I thought you were crazy.
And then you said, I've tried that stuff before and it doesn't work. And I said, well, let's do a challenge. That was probably the coolest thing I've ever done thus far, was that 10-day challenge. That was very cool.
I remember, and I did it every day, and I'm gonna tell you, I can feel the difference. My elbow has never been the same since I started using it on there, and it's remarkable. And I tell people all the time, on the other page, I'm talking to people on the internet right now, and they're asking me, Freddie, are you legit? I'm telling you, I'm not looking to sell anything. I'm telling you, this stuff, if you have neuropathy, and I want to talk to Dr. Dan, it should be something on the front lines that helps take the edge. It doesn't cure neuropathy. It takes the edge away so you can walk around with your slippers and everything else. It takes away that pain.
Yeah. It takes away the instant inflammation, which causes the pain. That's truly what it does. I only personally, myself, I use it once a day. I use it in the morning, and that's the only time I have to use it, and I'm good till about 10 o'clock at night. If I plan on doing something past 10 o'clock at night, then I apply it again the second time. But, you know, a little jar is good for me for months. And, you know, it's worth its weight in gold. It truly is. And we won some awards with that. We won some awards with our tincture, the one that goes under your tongue. And it's come a long way. We are 6,700 stores deep right now.
670.
I'm sorry.
670
stores deep in the U.S. And then we've just went to Brazil and to the U.K. And they decided to target our Singer Island store as their Florida model store. So starting Wednesday, the company is coming into our Singer Island store and make it the #1 model store for the franchise for the whole company.
Wow,
So
congratulations.
Thank you. Once it's done, it's going to be a pretty cool experience, because there's going to be some things in this store that you won't see CBD anywhere else worldwide except for this store. So we're pretty excited about that.
That's
And we
good,
appreciate
Freddie.
you guys. You're awesome.
The front line is down in where Linda works, which I'm not allowed to say, or calling in. Now, these are people who are doctors and nurses down there dealing with senior homes and everything else. And they want to ask about the stress on this thing. And I'm hoping that they will blow up your phone as well. Getting it to those people right now is important because of the stress factor, Dawn, that you were talking about. And it's been what we've been talking about for 3 weeks. If this can help with that, the way it's helping my inflammation, this is a no-brainer.
We
You know, imagine-
I think my daughter already published it or put it out. If not, I think it might be coming out Monday, where we are doing an extensive discount for all first responders, period, no matter who they are or what they do.
Everyone on the front line, so
Yeah.
nurses, doctors, even grocery store workers, anyone who
Wow.
obviously have to work through this time, even like and compromise themselves and their family.
So we are doing an extensive discounted program for them. So for whatever it's
Excellent.
worth.
I love it. I love it.
That's unbelievable. That is spectacular. You see, it's what we talked about this morning. The front line has changed and it's gotten bigger. Yes, our grocery store workers, even our pets. My daughter and her dog have been living here, and her pet now, her dog, is wrapped up in the blanket all the time. And she stops crying when she's wrapped up in the blanket. I think that the pets are even sensing the anxiety because their normal has changed, because they're not used to everyone being home. So you'll see there's posts all over the internet because the dog has wrapped herself in a blanket and she's much calmer. So I think even the pet products, there's so much anxiety and they feel it. Our animals feel it even more than we do. So imagine what they're going through right now if we're feeling this change.
Absolutely.
Our pets go through it worse than we do, and we have some pretty cool products for the pets. See, the pet can't tell you what's wrong. You can tell something's wrong with the pet because of their daily habits and how they change. But they can't tell you, hey, listen, I'm nervous. Hey, listen, I'm scared. Hey, listen, this is not normal. Hey, listen, please don't go to the grocery store and leave me here. You know, separation anxiety, and they get the same issues we do.
Yeah, their endocannabinoid systems are actually more sensitive than ours. So when theirs is out of whack, they display symptoms more easily than humans do.
It's like loud noises on the 4th of July, you know, with all the fireworks going off. We can't keep our pet products in the store on them days. And it shouldn't be any different now, because what's going on out there is it's worse than the 4th of July is for a dog even, because they just don't understand. Why is mom and dad home all day? Why are the kids not in school? Why aren't they outside? They can't ask you that, but that's what's going through their mind. How do I deal with this? This kid won't leave me alone, you know? So it is what it is, but they're important to us, you know?
This is an amazing promotion. The first 25 people to call in to your CBD store in Singer Island, 561-812-2804, receives a free sample pack of 5 skincare products. And I got to tell you, this knot I got right here, I can't wait to try it, because you keep seeing me on all the shows. I keep pushing on this trigger point right here. You think it's going to release some of the tension that's going up into your neck?
Let me ask you, between your shoulders, that thing around your shoulders, what is that?
This?
Oh, between your shoulders. Yeah.
My head?
That's where you got to put it.
Here and here and here. All of this that feeds this. But imagine that if you take one of these baths with the bath bombs, your whole body absorbs it at once. You can relax, or you can focus, or you can get energized. Whatever it is you want to do, that you have a different property. Your whole system is absorbing. Your whole endocannabinoid system is going to feel the benefits of it, just like that. And you can get clean at the same time. It's like a 2-for-1.
Now, do you have soap or shampoos coming out?
We don't, that we know of. There might be something in the works, but we can't talk about that.
It made me think of this. Look at her hair. She has all that hair. She would be a great opportunity, like a poster child, right? To get her hair all lathered up and what have you with CBD. I mean, think about it. If you can get it into your hair and your follicles, maybe it will trickle down.
Absolutely.
We have a new extensive addition to our product line, to the tune of over 20 brand new products to add to what we have. We've got something that's going to hit the market here in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks in this store, only this store for now, that is truly going to revolutionize the CBD industry.
And that's all we can say.
That's all I can say.
We signed an NDA.
Yeah. It's going to be an adventure just to come in our store and check it out, if nothing else, and just be wowed by it, because it's going to be very, very cool as far as the CBD world goes.
Wow, I can't wait to hear about it. Everyone's commenting about Jay. She has an incredible phone manners, so amazing what you're doing for the community.
She's awesome.
Incredible.
She's awesome. I wouldn't trade her for all the money and anywhere. I wouldn't trade her for nothing.
She's what makes this business go round, to be honest.
No doubt.
She's my favorite human though, so I'm a little biased.
Can I ask her a question? Can she hear us?
Yeah.
No, she's on the phone.
Outside on the phone. Tell Mom to come in for 1 minute.
I have a question for her.
All of our employees call her Mama J because she's everybody's mom.
I share my mom with everyone.
Unless Maddie doesn't like him, then she'll say, that ain't your mom.
Oh no, I would never say that.
Yeah, she's coming in right now.
You know, Freddie, we keep talking about how this changes things. And yesterday we had on a family, right? Mission Barbecue. today we've got your CBD store coming together as a family and helping the community. But let me ask Jay a question. And besides that, I need to thank you tremendously because people are watching and commenting. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for this offer. But this morning we talked about how do we keep businesses going and pivot and stay within our mission of why we created our business. And I think you are the perfect person to ask this question to.
Well, the biggest thing is to make sure that, you know, we're shopping local. We need to help one another out. That's what we need to do. I know that there are a lot of companies out there. I mean, they're like us, we're open, the restaurants that are open, that kind of thing. You know, if you can afford to eat out or if you order online normally, you know, just support your local businesses, you know, just keep us all in mind because, you know, the big box stores and the huge conglomerates, you know, they have all the resources to keep above water and keep their employees working. And, you know, that's what our biggest thing is. We're trying right now to use every avenue that we can to keep our employees employed. You know, we are very lucky to have the wonderful staff that we have. But if they have to go and look for a different job, we may not have the wonderful staff that we have when all of this is over. And like all the other businesses, you know, if you want to support a local business like us right now and you don't actually need anything, buy a gift card. You know, buy a gift card that you can use later down the line.
And you know, we believe in giving back. We give back to the community as much as possible. Anybody that comes into our organization with any idea to help somebody in the community, they don't ever get to finish their pitch because I'm already always in. I'm in. If it's helping the community, if it's helping the veterans, if it's helping the homeless people, if it's helping the needy, the hungry, we're always in, 100% in for whatever we can do to also help the community. And that's just, you know, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So all this information we give you about our store and our business and our product line means absolutely nothing to somebody that doesn't believe you truly care right here.
That is true.
And that's the truth.
It's
Well,
the
it
pivot
changes
and
the game. It changes the game because number one, it makes it so that you're either less stressed. In my case, it lets me work with my legs, my feet, anywhere that I have inflammation or pain. I tell you about my lower back. I put it on there, and it's like magic. I mean, I tell people kidding around, I don't know what's in this juice, but whatever the hell it is. I mean, I cracked this elbow. You know it. You know that this elbow I cracked, and I couldn't extend this arm. And I used it for 10 days. I still use it. And I keep using it every morning. And I can do things that I couldn't do before. So it's either I'm losing my mind or this stuff really actually works. I can only imagine what the sut bombs feel like. And you know, you have a nice hot tub, you put some candles, forget about it. Forget about it.
Well, the reason it works is because we all have an endocannabinoid system, which is the largest signaling system in our body, and CBD attaches to different receptors in your body. So we have a large majority of CB2 receptors in our immune system. We have CB1 receptors in our brain, which, you know, is the center of pain. So if the CBD is attaching to these receptors, then you're not going to feel it as much, if that makes sense.
It does, but I've used CBD. Dawn, how long have I known you? 4 years. I've used CBD from other companies for 4 years. I have never felt this way using their products. Not that their products are good, bad, or indifferent. It's just for me, this particular product, and it isn't only me. I mean, I got to lock and keep my product away because Linda loves it, Sarah loves it, everybody loves the product, everybody. Everybody's a little bit crazy right now about going out to using it, but your product has something in it that the other ones don't. I'm sorry to say, I mean, I can say it, you can't say it, I can say it. It helped me. It helped me.
Yeah, well, the whole reason that our product is superior to a lot of others is not only because we provide the lab reports to know exactly what's in that product. We're not selling you hemp seed oil, which is, it doesn't have any of the benefits of actual hemp oil. And that's how a lot of companies get away with bottling these CBD products that don't actually work for anyone, is because they're using hemp seeds, which is basically like drinking olive oil. You'll get vitamins, but you're not going to get the cannabinoids, you're not going to get any terpenes, you're not going to get any of the good stuff that hemp oil actually has in it, that we put in it,
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Again, your number is.
But
Sorry, we were all talking at the same time.
What's your phone number?
561-812-2804, and that is our Singer Island location. If you are local within any of our stores, we will deliver it. And if you are not local, we will be glad to send it to you free of charge.
Fantastic. Thank you all so much. Please, everyone, continue to call in. And whatever you don't claim, they were kind enough to donate to one of our front lines to give them a sample, 5 starter sample products of their skincare line. Give them a call. They can help you from Boca, Boynton, Pembroke Pines to Singer Island. If you're local, if not, they will ship it. They will do a free phone consultation, your CBD store. You guys, thank you so much. Be safe.
Thank you so much for having us.
You guys
Nice job.
Be safe. Be safe.
You as well.
Amazing.
Nice job.
I gotta tell you, that's a lot of fun. I'm having fun on the page. Everybody on the page, now it's behind, so I'm still looking at it, is commenting about the product. The product is unbelievable. The product is good stuff. And if he's delivering it, man, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta jump on that bad boy, call that number. Now, are we gonna continue to make the offer in the next hour?
Yep, let's do it for this whole show. Let's keep them rocking and rolling. But in the meantime, let's go to commercial break. Let's thank our sponsors like Your CBD Store and Healing Moments and Carmen Care Cell Rejuvenation Center, because on our 1 o'clock hour, we've got Tracy McDonough joining us from Healing Moments. And we've got kind of a cool other segment, VIP limo pull-up. But how they have repositioned and pivoted for their business as well. You can always give us a call at 866-224-5422. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At Your CBD Store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD Store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams, and oil drops to pet products. Visit Your CBD Store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD Store.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Now that was fun.
You had a good time?
I had fun with it. I'm having a great time. Listen, I also want to mention, JoJo just reminded me her dog has cancer. And she uses a different owner. His name is Calvin, up she's up north, like 2 hours away, wherever the hell she is. And they have a CBD store up there. And they're giving the dog CBD, and the dog seems to be getting along a whole lot better with less pain and everything else. And she just wanted me to mention that for pets and dogs and cats, CBD does, and they have it for the animals. It does work for them, and she's living proof because her dog is dying of the cancer, and it sort of has taken the edge off the dog, and the dog is feeling a whole lot better. I mean, it is what it is, but she wanted me to mention that, and she says if I did, she was going to hit me.
There you go. I'm glad she's not going to hit you. That gives me more room to hit you instead.
What else is
that
new?
doghouse? You and your doghouse. I got to tell you, one day we shall chit chat about you and your doghouse.
I'm in the doghouse again?
How's your back feeling?
It feels great.
Nice. You see the cream. So what we were talking about on our 12 o'clock hour, your CBD store, they're in Singer Island today, but Singer Island, Boca, Boynton Beach, and Pembroke Pines, 4 locations in our viewing area and listening area. They're offering the first 25 callers or people that write in, and then we're going to tell you to call them, a sample pack of their skincare line. They've got the topical cream, they've got the collagen cleanser, as well as the lotion, which smells like cucumber. I love it. I'm going to the studio to pick it up actually today. You can give them a call at 561-812-2804. You'll talk to Jerry, you'll talk to Jay, Asa, or Maddie. A family-owned business, and we talked this morning about how you stick with your mission and you can pivot and still keep going. We're all pivoting. We're all trying to find, as Genji calls it, a workaround. But there is a workaround. Everyone, there is something. There is a glimmer. There is that silver lining someplace. You may not see it right now, but rest assured it is there. Freddie seems to find it listening to the propaganda of the media. I seem to find it in the magic of my magical abundance that I live in. So,
you make up stuff as you go along. You just love to be instigated. It is not propaganda. The market is up 600, and that's a positive sign. You don't know just how important the market is for the psychology of people today. It's like all I'm talking about.
Like you.
The psychology of people today. In other words, when the market is up, people feel better. When the market is down, everybody wants to jump out of a building because they think that market is what translates as to what's going on. I was just reading, the market is up, it's doing better today. It's got a long way to go. I just read some other places that it seems like the curve is bending, not breaking, not squashing, but bending. It seems like we are going to see a better time of it, no promises. And I take that as my sign of hope. Yes, that's my glimpse.
Good. That is your glimmer of hope. My glimmer of hope is a little bit different than yours, but everyone has their own glimmer of hope. And that is what you got to hold on to, whatever it is. And I'm really looking forward to Tracy coming on from Healing Moments, because I do read some things, but of course what I read is not what you read. And I'm trying to read the benefits of heat and the infrared sauna. And I really want to talk to Tracy about that, because I've been using so many of her products. In the beginning of all of this, I was spraying with all those chemicals that we're all spraying with, and I was using all those chemicals to wipe things down. And I still use them after the end of my clearing. But with Healing Moments, I use the energy clearing spray that Tracy has. I spray it, and it's got sage in it, it's got lavender, it's got frankincense, all these amazing things, orange peel, that are helping with viruses and bacteria, and it clears my space and it clears my mind. And then I've got a whole little mini studio set up here. I'm so excited. I also have this. This is a personal size 2.5 water, acidic water. And this as well, you can spray your hands with it, and you're not putting all these chemicals on your hands. And this as well is preventing viruses and bacteria. I can spray everything. I even spray your soundboard when you're not looking, because we've had a lot of people touching things. So I've got that.
Now,
I've got my little.
Let me ask you a
things I have
question.
on my desk here. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. There was a time we were in the studio and we sat in the chairs and they were soaked. Was that the water?
Yeah.
So you decided to wet the furniture?
I didn't. One of our producers did, and I picked up my pillow and everything was wet. But here's what's happening, at least for me, right? I'm very ultra sensitive. We talked about my migraines and all these empaths that are watching. There's a lot of us out there that take in energies that are transmitting from others. And we take in a lot during the day, as well as the chemicals. So when you're spraying your space down with chemicals, you're inhaling chemicals. 8 weeks ago, I had a scratchy throat. Do you know if I had gone to be tested 8 weeks ago, they would have laughed at me? Because a scratchy throat does not last for 8 weeks. But if you continue to spray your environment with chemicals and pesticides, some people may feel adverse effects to it, and all of this other mindset things start playing games in your head. That's all I'm saying. There's a place for everything in moderation. But in my mind, in my opinion, I think there are some other alternative things we can do to cleanse and clean and clear our space. That's just my opinion, as I believe in what I believe in my realm.
Well, you're right, because I know if a product is on the market, and I was told a year ago not to use it anymore because it has high amount of aluminum. And sure enough, I talked to some people and I found out that this well-known product, and again, should remain nameless because I don't want to get sued, but it does have a large amount of aluminum in it, and it can hurt you. The other thing is, sprays that you put in the air, because it's killing the bacteria in the air, if you stand there long enough, it's going to go where there's bacteria in your throat, and it's going to burn your throat. You're right. Absolutely.
But you know what
right.
happens? What goes up must come down. And that is my scientific knowledge of the day. But yes, actually, Tracy is getting me some Thieves Cleaner. So I can, what I had, I put it in and I dilute it with water in an empty bottle, in an empty jar. And that's what I've been cleaning my floors with. That's what I'm wiping my furniture with. That's what I've been using in the studio also. Because the chemicals, it's not that the chemicals are, the smell that you smell in some of these well-known floor cleaners and bottles of things, you're used to that smell of clean. That's not a smell of clean. That's a smell of chemical. And they make other products that are just as effective and probably more safe for us to inhale that are cleaning. So I'm going to get some more from her. I'm either going to do a drive-by pickup or she's going to do a curbside delivery. And I can refill all the products that I've been using that I need, including this other cleaner that I'm waiting to get.
Now, is she taking appointments? How's she working her business?
We're going to find out from Tracy, but last week she was giving out her cell phone from Healing Moments. Appointments for pickup and delivery. She does a lot of post-surgical massage. People who have had surgery, who have augmentations and reductions, cancer survivors from surgery, that when their scar tissue starts forming, getting tight, they need that release. So she's been working with them one-on-one, by appointment only. But that is why some of our healthcare providers are still on the front line. They may not be in the hospitals. They may not be in the urgent cares, but they are right out there helping people. People had surgeries before. There are other things that people are affected that seem to have gone by the wayside that no one's addressing. No one's addressing cancer right now. No one's talking about radiation. Nobody's talking about metabolic disease and heart disease and diabetes. All of these things are still existing in our world. We still need healthcare providers to help with all of this. And that's the point, the part where I think our media has skewed what's going on, because all anyone now is focused on is this one aspect. And is it bad? 100%. Is it affecting many? 100%. There are so many things that have been affecting all of us for so long. And Leslie Carmen from Carmen Care is doing incredible things. I can't wait for her to open again with her energy detox, and what she has is her personal lasers. I'm going to try and get her on this week and see what's happening new with her. And I know she works with the Thieves products also to help cleanse the environment.
Well, the important thing, and you hit on a lot of important points, and I want to say hi to Leslie. But let me give you an example. The ship that went to New York that sits in the harbor, okay, from the military, that ship was sent there not to take anybody with the virus, just to take people that didn't have the virus, so that what you're talking about, they can begin, because they're not doing operations right now. They're not working on cancer, they're not doing none of that, because they need the respirators and the whole nine. So that ship was sent there so that they can bring in people to offset the system. Well, it didn't work, because nobody who they talked to qualified to be on the ship because they were infected. So, because Dawn was screaming, this doesn't make any sense. This morning, the president has said that they are opening it not only to New York City to take in people with the virus, they are also opening it to New Jersey. So they got 1,200 beds. They're opening it to everything. And because this place is so big, they're going to have different levels for regular, what you're talking about, and for the virus. One of these people, one of the sailors on that ship actually became infected last night. I don't know how that happened, but they quarantined him. So, not to argue with you, Dawn, but sometimes you need the media. Sometimes you need the media, and they should be more responsible. I agree. But people like Leslie, people like Tracy, the CBD store, think about it. We got a bunch of people who put on their shirts and they go to the front line every day, and mentally they are stressing. And everything you just talk about is a good opportunity to have them come in and get a little de-stress, just a little bit, so that they got to go back out there tomorrow and do it. This is what I'm looking for. I want to know how Tracy's working it, because I don't want to put her in harm's way either. I want to know how Leslie's doing it. The CBD store, they will deliver it and they will talk to you on the phone, which I think is a great product and a great idea. So all of this combined is what we need to de-stress a little bit.
People are writing, and Crystal's writing in, that they've canceled appointments for vulvar cancer prevention. Here's this thing that we haven't even talked about, and I don't even know why it came to my head. But God forbid you have a diagnosis of MS, of cancer, of a heart attack, you need bypass surgery. Things happen to people. Can you imagine having a diagnosis or the possibility of finding a lump in your breast and them saying, can't address that right now because of this? Is that fair to limit services to somebody else because of this? You're choosing.
Wait, hold it. Your delivery makes it really unfair. I don't think they say we can't address it because. I think that the facilities are being used because, and that they haven't forgotten. But then you tell me, let's say that you are the queen of the world, and you have that situation that arises, and you got 1,000 people who need that room because it has a respirator. What are we going to do?
I think we have to make special facilities for certain things.
You're right.
I do.
Our infrastructure is a mess.
What if there were, I'm making a number up because I don't know, 10 hospitals in Manhattan, right? Maybe 8 of them deal with COVID based on numbers. Maybe the other 2 can deal with some of the other things. I'm just saying, you don't want to mix people. You don't want to put someone with an immunocompromised system into a COVID situation. But you also don't want to neglect the needs of somebody else either. And this is what's happening.
But it's not about neglect, Dawn. I think that all hands on deck. In New York City, 9,000 retired medical personnel, came back to the front lines. Came back. They didn't have to. Came back. 19,000 reservists that had retired, came back to the lines. It isn't about not wanting to. I think you have to look at what this is going on. They are trying to slow the epidemic down. And then they will go back to doing surgeries. And think about this. Let's say you need a surgery. and the doctor that is going to work on you had been diagnosed positive, you still want the surgery?
I understand, but there has to be another way to address everybody. It's
Okay.
not that I never said they didn't want to. They're not able to. And absolutely
Wait a minute.
not. But everyone's entitled to get treatment. We live in America,
Everyone.
right? This is our healthcare system. So I'm just saying there needs to be another workaround. We need to clear some places out so everyone who's got something can be addressed. But let's talk to Tracy from Healing Moments and see how she's working with patients, her infrared sauna. I can regroup on all of my products that I need and bring Tracy over.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you two today? I missed the beginning of your conversation. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We were talking about how I need to stock up on my energy clearing, my 2.5, all of these things that I'm running low on, and the feed to clean.
Yeah. I've got it all, and I'm here.
Hey,
How are
Tracy,
you?
you miss Dawn beating up on me. That's what she's been doing now for about 3 days. Beating up on me. That's what she's doing. Because Dawn wants to wave her magic wand and wants to make all this go away. And I can appreciate that. But I said to Dawn, I got good news. I got good news that it looks like they didn't get any ICU cases in New York City for the first time since this thing has started last night. I'm very happy about that. The market is up 600 on the clicker. It was up huge yesterday. I'm glad about that because of the psychology. I know we don't have enough hands. We don't have enough doctors. We don't have enough facilities, okay? I know that people with operations, listen, the guy in Puerto Rico that I sent money to, Dawn, so that you know, he has a tumor on his liver and they can't get to it. They don't even have it open for him to be looked at. I understand, but I understand thousands are dying. Do you know that we've had more deaths over this thing than the last 3 wars that the United States government has been involved with? The last 3 wars.
I didn't know
That's
that.
just a lot. It's a lot. It's just too much. And the bottom line here, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a happy medium. I want to get some CBD in you so that we can take care of that. And Tracy, I want to know for people on the front lines, suppose you have cops, police, doctors, and everybody else that wants to get what you do, which is you take that stress away. How are you working that in the current mode of practice?
So I'm still taking in clients. I have 4 post-surgery patients that I'm still working with, and the kind of work I do with them is kind of time insistent. If I don't do the work with them, there's always a possibility that they have to go back to surgery, so we're trying to avoid that. However, I'm trying to stay healthy myself and make sure that anyone who comes in here stays healthy. So I'm only taking one person in at a time. I have a few doctors that have been coming to use the infrared sauna. So we know infrared sauna kills viruses and kills all kinds of mold. It activates your immune system. It puts a stress on your immune system activated, so it's beneficial in that sense. I'm not saying it's going to kill this virus, but it helps to keep people healthy. I have gloves. I have a mask. I have my 2.5 water. I even actually have germicide wipes, which I normally will not use. You can't even touch these without gloves, but I do use them on my doorknobs so that people feel comfortable.
Now, let me tell you something about that.
Yeah.
That was what I was using at the radio station. You can't even put that in your hands. Linda brought that to me. You got to wear gloves for that stuff.
Yes.
That is highly powerful. Powerful.
Yes.
We had to send it back to where it came from because they need it. But that stuff that she just, that casing, forget about it. And don't take it because it will burn right through you.
Yeah, we use this in the doctor's office. So they always, when I get my gloves from them, they always give me, I've had this actually for a pretty long time. We don't need this for this virus. You don't need to have germicide wipes to kill viruses. There's other things you can use. I have 2.5 water. But again, I'm taking people one at a time. I'm very cognizant about who comes in. They're all very respectful for me and for the other people that come here. They're all very respectful. So if they're not feeling well, they're not coming. I mean, there's a difference between post-surgery work and the kind of people that I'm with and having a cold or a virus that we know of anyway. But they'll come in and they can wear a mask. And we're using sauna. We're using the Beamer because Beamer is very good in creating blood flow and energy and waste disposal. So there's a lot of good benefit to using the Beamer. I have ionic baths going on for detoxing. And for anxiety, I do tapping with people. I do Reiki healing with people. I do meditations with people. I'm doing distant healing with people, distant meditation, distant energy healing, tapping with people. So they don't actually have to be here. If we're working on fear or anxiety or stress or pain, we can actually do that without them coming here. But I do have all my products. I have the inhalation inhaler along with the oil, and I get these from Nature's Symphony, and Nova actually did a study on this particular blend long before this virus showed up. And the study actually showed that it kills mold and virus. And I do have a copy of the study. Again, I don't know if it will kill this virus, but if you can diffuse this in the air in your house, if you can minimize your exposure to other flus, other colds, and little bugs, that will protect you a little bit more from being able to contract this particular virus. And even contracting this virus, if your immune system is strong, it's not going to be that dangerous to you. There are many people that have survived this. There are many people that have had it that didn't even know they had it. I just posted on Facebook the other day a little boy who actually had cystic fibrosis, which is a very dangerous disease for lungs. He actually recovered from it. So, there's a lot of fear out there, and the fear and the stress. And Freddie, I'm sorry, but you're exacerbating this a little bit as far as stress goes. I know you're trying to provide information, but you're really stressing, sending stress out there. Stress is actually more dangerous than the virus. We know that stress produces illness and disease of all kinds. Every illness and disease starts with stress. We know that. So it's really important to tone the stress down, not just for your viewers, but for yourself, because you have a risk factor, right? And your own risk factor will be exacerbated by stressing about this, stressing about your family, stressing about Dawn, stressing about all of us. We appreciate and love you, but we want you to stay healthy.
First of all, I work with I'm just speechless.
Listen, we know there are statistics that show that caregivers many times get sick and sometimes even pass away long before the people they care for. And why is that? The stress of caregiving. So you are caregiving with all of us right now. We do love you and appreciate you, but we also want you to be healthy.
Are you ratting me out? Are you ratting me out?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
We're going to have a little chit-chat meeting.
We love you. You come over here.
I like being home. I love being home. I'm going to tell you, there's something wrong with me. I love being home. My biggest stress is, you see Tracy? We have Tracy on the air, and she has a perfect burn. That is a perfect feed. That was the stress that I had. Now I don't have it no more. I could push Tracy anywhere in the world. Anywhere, any place to do a Zoom, I could put her anywhere and she's not going to fade out. That was my biggest stress to begin with.
See,
right now, I feel pretty
And Tracy, I have to tell you, I have that inhalation in my diffuser. It's in my kitchen because I brought that home from the studio. When I finally go back to the studio, I'm going to have a box of everything that was there that came here. And it's got to go back. I've got the diffuser. I've got the oil, which I love. I have the clearing. I've got the 2.5. People who don't know what the 2.5 is, can you tell them?
So 2.5 water is highly acidic water. Okay. Now I've been looking for the documentation because I know I get a lot of pushback about this, but they developed this device in Japan 45 years ago for hospital use, when they actually use the 2.5 water for sanitary purposes in the hospitals. So I've been using 2.5 water for 10 years as an antibacterial for myself and to clean. And I've been pretty healthy up until now, still healthy. I have not really changed much of anything I do because of this. I don't always wear a mask when I work. Sometimes I do. Depends on who I'm working with. If I have someone that's coming from a post-mastectomy reconstruction surgery the day before, I want to make sure that I'm healthy and that I'm not breathing on this person. So occasionally I'll wear masks. Always wear gloves. I don't always use the Dermicide wipes, but I always clean this place. Anybody that's ever been here knows it's immaculate. I have 160 pounds of Himalayan salt with an infrared light in it. That infrared light, this tower gets to be 180 degrees, so it activates the salt. And we know that salt is antiviral, antimicrobial. So there's actually salt in the air. This place is pristine. I'm not doing anything different than I ever did. I've always washed my hands a gazillion times. This whole hand washing thing blows my mind. Didn't we always wash our hands?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Well, it's a practice that I hope everybody got really used to and continues to do, because it not only protects other people, it protects you. We are constantly touching our faces, which I hope is another habit going to be reduced. I worked with a lot of people that have cystic acne, and it makes a really big difference when you're not touching your face all the time.
Absolutely true. How are you taking appointments?
So people can call the spa. When I'm actually not sitting in here, I have the phone forwarded to my phone. So it's 561-931-2187. I don't have anybody working with me right now. So like I said, I'm taking people in pretty much one at a time. People are coming in for water. I would like people to call if they want to come in for water and just schedule that. So I don't have, if someone's in the sauna, I can scoot someone in for water and have them leave without having any interaction. But I'm trying to be very cognizant myself about having, cross-contamination or people breathing around each other. I'm constantly spraying the air. My clearing spray has sage in it, and we know that sage can kill bacteria. There's actually science behind that. It's also got frankincense and lavender, which is very healing to us. And it's got orange, and orange oil is happy oil. Orange makes you feel good. It makes you happy. So I'm spraying oils all over the place. I love I'm taking everything home with me. Yeah, I love it. It just makes you feel good. And I put rose quartz. I don't know if you got the batch that I put the rose quartz, but I got little rose quartz points. And rose quartz is, heart chakra stones, frequency of the heart, which also heart chakra governs the heart, the breast, the lungs, the hands. So I put rose quartz, and if I don't have it in yours, I'll give you some today to put in there. They're charged, and they just make it a little bit more special, that they're filled with and infused with the frequency and the vibration of love from me.
Let me ask you a question. We have people who are watching that have had cervical cancer and other cancers that you wouldn't be able to manipulate physically like you can an augmentation or a mastectomy. But you do a lot of chakra healing and chakra work as well. Can you help with something like that, perhaps?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's not something I can say I can cure, but it's something that even chakra balancing and Reiki is actually even used in hospitals, specifically in cancer hospitals, for anxiety and pain relief. So, when we start to heal the vibration and the frequency of the body, when the body is vibrating at the frequency that we're supposed to be at, and we're taking in the correct nutrition, and we're in movement, and we're practicing forgiveness and gratitude, we have the ability to heal ourselves. There's thousands of documented cases of radical remission, people actually healing themselves, and they do that through a myriad of techniques: yoga, mindfulness, gratitude, prayer, energy healing. I'm a clinical social worker, so I don't really do clinical social work here in that sense. I do health coaching, but I do have support groups here. And actually, I'm considering starting a couple of support groups once this is over. There is going to be a need for a few support groups. I just haven't quite focused on what they'll actually be focused on yet. I have one right now for women that have lost sisters, because you probably know I lost my sister many, many years ago, and there's nothing like that. So I have a support group for that. I have a support group for women that have had cancer and that are past all of the stages, but the trauma they went through, just to sit and talk. It's support, it's not counseling. But these are all things I can also do on the phone or, through Zoom. I actually have my support group and my meditation Reiki group on Meetup, and I'm trying to figure out how I can maybe bring that all in and do it on Zoom. I'd probably have a lot more people to attend at one time.
Right.
Because it is a small place.
I'll
So.
ask you another question. This morning we talked about pivoting your business, but staying authentic to your mission. And we talked about how do you do that when people don't have jobs or when you have to lay off employees? How do you stick to your mission and your purpose as to why you even started your business and still pivot in these changing times?
Well, my business is called Healing Moments, and the reason that I had that name and that I even have this business is because I spent many years of my life being super busy, super stressed, and not having a healing moment to myself. And when I started learning how to have healing moments one at a time, is how I developed my business. A big part of pivoting in this particular business, when it comes to the support and the coaching and the energy healing, I can do all of that on Zoom, but I have a little problem being on camera. You guys already know that. I'm subconscious, although thanks to you, I'm getting better at it. So that could be something that I could do at this time. Unless someone wants a big package, I'm really not charging for that right now. Right now, I'm really spending a little time helping people relax and not be so fearful, not have so much anxiety, not be in so much pain. And I'm trying to do that complimentary right now. If people want to do a phone call or a FaceTime or something like that. I even did a live tapping on Facebook for people for tapping for anxiety. So I'd like to do that complimentary, but I'd like to believe that somewhere down the line, when people learn about everything that I do, that eventually it'll come back to me somehow and my business will thrive. So right now I'm doing more giving away, except for the people that are coming in for specific services. And most of them, they paid for them before this even started.
Amazing. And that's why we love Tracy. One of the reasons we love Tracy so much, because she walks the walk, she talks it, she does it. And people are writing in, they didn't even know Sage was antimicrobial.
It's antibacterial. Yeah. I don't know the difference between the two. There's a little bit of difference between bacteria and microbe. But yes, it's antibacterial. So if you burn sage, the studies actually show that it actually kills bacteria. But it also releases energy. We leave energy in our wake. That's also science. It's not voodoo. And it helps to clear energy. It helps to clear, if you had a fight with someone in your kitchen and you walk out, the energy is still in that room or some kind of trauma. We know that sage helps to clear the space. However, it clears the space, which makes it an empty space and a vacuum for anything to come in. So when I do space clearing, because I do that as well, I actually have a very large Keller Williams account that I do it with. You want to pray in something to fill that space. So what I'd like to do is have people set intentions for a room, for a house, for an office, and then I like to pray in their intentions so we can fill that space with love and intention and abundance, prosperity, and good health, and all the things that come with that. So yes, Sage.
Tracy, thank you so much. Let's give out your number again.
Yep, it's 561-931-2187. You can find me on Facebook on Healing Moments. I'm not so great with Instagram, and my assistant is not working right now. But on Facebook, you can find me, and it's much easy. I also have a MobiPop. So if you start a new text, dial 55312 and text healing in the body. All my services will come up, and every page has lots of content, so you can learn a lot about me. So maybe if not now, for the future.
Awesome.
And you
Tracy,
can also
thank you so much.
You can also contact us, and we'll make sure that she gets the message.
Yes.
And I think it's really, really important that, and if you know a first responder, if you know somebody who is in the front lines and you want them to get these services, I think it's a nice little gift. It's like the free, we gave out some CBD today. Maybe we have people contact Tracy, and also you can do this for somebody you care about who's at the front lines, de-stress a little bit, give them a day to say, you know what, son, I matter today, and give them an opportunity to enjoy a little bit of this.
100%. Tracy, we love you. I'll touch base with you later. I need to get my refills.
Nice. I'll be here all
Stay safe,
day.
honey.
I'm here till about 8:30. Bye.
Perfect. Thank you.
Always
Love
great
you,
seeing
sweetie.
you.
You can contact Tracy or find Healing Moments. They're at 3200 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. Give her a call, 561-931-2187. Let's go to commercial break. Thank our sponsors. Take a breather, clear your space, take a deep breath, and we'll be right back.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great, outstanding? Hi, my name is Anne Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Ding, 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 ding.
Dawn, let me ask you a question. Do you ever turn off your computer?
Yeah,
When was the last time?
yesterday.
Okay, I need you to turn it off before you go on the air because I just ran some numbers and you're fluctuating.
And I can tell you, I'm fluctuating without you running my numbers, baby. Welcome to 53. You know, you may not be in the same room with me, but you're going to get the same energy from me is all I can tell you. I poked the bear. I'm fluctuating, huh? A little hot, a little cold, a little like a roller coaster. Yeah, I could have told you that without you telling me what my number said.
Your number says you go like this and you go like this and you go like this and you go. You gotta reboot it before you come on the air. You know how I know my computer, because you and I were working on my computer today with the other pieces. I was showing you how to do this thing, and Gio showed me how to read my CPU, and I had to reboot it because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this.
It's pretty cool that what you get to do.
It
It's
is,
very cool.
and it's important that because we're going to try to bring in the other level as well. We're going to get that new platform done. You're going to learn how to do boards, my friend.
Am I?
Yeah.
Lots coming down the pike.
Which is good stuff.
Let's see how good you are at remote teaching. Because I got my glasses. If you only saw what was on my desk, whoops, there goes my other stone. What was that off for? No good?
What?
That was no good? What happened?
No, sometimes I try to teach. And sometimes it don't go too good. Sometimes it don't go too good.
Because your English is not always so very sexy, but I've got all my stones lined up here. I have finished my 21-day meditation, and I've had the opportunity to share it with a few people. So as you see, I've shared it with our interns, our producers in our group, and I got another group that's down to one, another friend of mine, and I sit here and I look around all of my things that are on my desk. And just when you think you may have lost the sense of who you are, take a look around your desk, look around your house, and find out those things that inspired you to do what you do when you did them. And I think everyone have a little bit more sense of comfort to see if you actually get out of the confines of the media or a dark space or a bad thought, and you look at actually the space you've created in your home or your office if you're lucky to go to, and you see all those things that brought you a smile when you did them, it might actually bring you back to feel who you are and that purpose. Remember they asked this morning, how do you get back to that purpose and find who you are? And I look around here and I look at my Tinkerbell lamp and my glitter shoes and my Betty Boop on the wall and my stones and my healing sprays. And you know what? This stuff may be keeping me in the house for a little bit, but it's not making me lose sight of who I am. And that is what I think people need to hold on to. Whoever you are, you need to be who you are.
Well, I think that's a very good point. And a lot of people were writing in agreeing with what you're saying. And that is a good point. It's a good point that you want to keep yourself balanced. You want to understand what you're going through because nobody knows you better than anybody else, right? Sometimes some of us have to walk a finer line because there are a lot of eyes literally on you and people are going to watch your reaction. And right now, we are in a gunfight without a gun. That's the problem. And if you ever heard that expression before, you know what it means. And you go to a gunfight with no gun, you got to sort of improvise to live the next day until you get a gun. So there's a lot of give and take going on right now, but I thought we had a great show. We gave out some CBD. We gave out some good information with Tracy.
I got to disagree with you, though.
What else is new? Okay. Go ahead.
We're in a gunfight without a gun. I'm going to go back to my 9 a.m. statement of over 98% of people are healing from this, and they're getting past it, and they're moving on. And I don't want to give an exact number because I don't know it, but I know over 98% of people are getting on with their lives and they're healing. So without a gun, what one man's gun is maybe another woman's hope. What one man's situation is maybe another woman's opportunity. What you consider a gun, maybe it's our mindset. Maybe it's faith. Maybe it's this week. Passover starting tomorrow and Good Friday and Easter and all these things that we've lost sight of. Maybe our gun, which I don't like that word either, maybe our wand that we can all wave is maybe hold on to a little bit more faith and hope and spirituality. Will it cure anything? I don't know, but there is a greater picture. There is a greater presence than us on this physical world. And if we can all tap into that, something that you can hold on to, your stones, your wand, your clearing spray, hope, maybe that's your gun. I don't know what it is, but we're in this fight, but there is hope and spiritual. Even Anne, who battles every day, I'm actually speaking with Anne Dector, she battles and she goes to war every day, and she holds faith.
I don't disagree with holding faith.
Thank you.
The only thing I tell you is I'm a realist. And I know that when the governor opens up the beaches in Georgia, people are going to go do it. They're going to jump onto the beach because a man who is elected official, who is supposed to know more than everybody else, and I don't understand why that either, opens the beaches. So
I don't know.
they're gonna go out to the beach with a stone, a rock, a frisbee, whatever they want, whatever they're holding on to. But that isn't the right play. The right play is to stay home and gear up and stay healthy and continue your side hustle, develop your business. We talked to Jeff this morning. Get your promo and gear. Get your stuff so that when this is over, you're running. I completely understand that. I'm not saying give in to fear. I'm saying be aware of what's around you. Now, am I guilty? I went to Walmart, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. And when I went there, it took me 3 minutes to get in and out. And I came straight home. Linda wanted to go get a coffee, and I said, no, the diabetic wants to go home. Now, I'm not a bad diabetic. Don't get it wrong by any stretch. It's not like, I'm on insulin or anything. I'm off all of that because I watch my diet and I'm doing the right thing. I'm just saying that I'm susceptible to the virus because my immune system has been compromised. What I'm saying to you is that you have to walk a line that's a little bit different than anybody else because people are watching. They're watching you don't panic. They're watching that you want to spin a wand. That's all fine and dandy. But I know you. I know you're going to get in your car. You're going to go get some water. I know you're going to go to the studio. Those are the things that worries me.
Don't you be worried.
Oh, but you see, it's easy for you to say to me that I am the quarantine home. But it's not easy for you to say I should be the quarantine woman.
Don't you worry, because we actually have, when all of this passes, I'm going on a limo ride with Pull Up VIP. Mark is actually joining us, and he has pivoted his business and changed a few things. But I'm looking forward to when this is all over and we can actually get into one of his VIP pull-up mobiles. They're amazing, the pictures. So let's say hi to Mark. Markley, how you doing?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We do. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I've been getting too fat here. My mom's been cooking me too much good meals.
I can tell you that's one thing my son will never say.
That's funny though.
Yeah,
Everybody
my
tells me
mom's
they've gained
Brazilian, so
weight.
they don't stop feeding you.
Except for Dawn, everybody's gained weight. Except for Dawn. Dawn's lost weight.
I've lost 4 pounds, and everyone else has
I
gained
gained
10.
10 pounds.
Yeah. Mark,
So yeah, I
Mark,
shifted. So yeah, I've been like 2 weeks now without work because most of my business is like I have my own like limo company where I create experiences with all the bars and nightclubs. Everything shut down. I got no business, and I had like lots of reservations canceled. I had bachelorette, birthday parties. They're all coming in town, and with no activities going on, I had to recreate myself. So what I did was I turned my living room into a factory here of making masks. And I went to Walmart and bought a sewing machine and just off YouTube learned how to sew. And I started to make masks, and I already made like 300 of them. And I'm just continuing learning how to do it. This is a mask I'm working on right now. These are different patterns that I have. And I make the masks, and then what I do is I put a nice cotton filter inside of them, and I'll show you some of the ones I have made here already, ready to go. I started to get stylish and creative. This one I made out of an alligator print. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff. So just making a good thing out of a negative.
Now we have some video that you sent me that we're putting up on one of the boxes as well, showing you make them. I want to ask you, what made you decide to do masks?
Actually, like I had a friend named Monica, and she started to make masks and inspired me. And she's a fashion designer. I was like, okay, cool. I want to learn it. So I went out, I bought some supplies, and I went over to her house, and I kind of learned like what she was kind of doing, and I was only like there for like an hour or two, and then I was like, they wanted to go to sleep, and I wanted to continue making masks. I'm like, what? I'm Brazilian, man. I'm a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? They were only like there for like 2 hours, and they wanted to go to sleep. I'm like, no, I want to continue working. So I came home with the sewing machine and started looking up on YouTube on how to make masks and everything like that. And I figured it out myself, and I think I even improved on what she was doing. Like I figured out a way to make it even better, and like she was only doing two cloths. Now I even put it like a filter inside of it, so it's even more barriers of protection.
Wow. See, out of a situation comes an opportunity.
Exactly, and now I know how to sew, and I'm gonna get more creative with it too because like I gotta make like cool costumes for my car, so I'm probably gonna make like superhero capes, like all types of crazy stuff.
That'd be really cool.
I'm the
And tell us
modern
some
day
of the
superhero
celebrities.
going out
You've
to the
worked with
streets
some
and making
celebrities
people
as
happy.
well. He's on his phone, I think. And your
Hello?
limo business. Tell us
Yeah.
about your limo business when it gets back up and running.
So basically, I started off about 5 years ago on Uber, and my mom basically, my mom basically uh, had like an SUV, and I basically borrowed it to do Uber. Actually, found out about it in Los Angeles. I was working with a few celebrities out there in an electric skateboard company. I found out about Uber, and it was just starting up. And I took a free Uber ride in LA, and I got hooked on it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. So I came back and I just signed up to be a driver, doing it part time, and like it was amazing. My first week on Uber, I would work from 9 to 5. After 5, I would clock out and go try Uber for a little bit. And I was able to make an extra $500 a week, and it really changed my whole life. After doing it 3 weeks, I had like saved up about my second week in Uber was New Year's, and I made $1,200 in one
Wow.
week. And that was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like once you find out that something works, you're just like, okay, it opens up your mind, and you're like, okay, now you have the belief, and you're like, okay, I can do this now. So basically I did that for another month or so and saved up $2,000, and I convinced my mom to go to the dealership with me because I had outgrown the small car. I'm like, I'm ready for an SUV now. So I went and convinced my mom to put it on her credit, you know, and trust me that I can make the payments, and I did that. And what happened was I did that for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden I got into an accident. So I got into an accident. It was my fault, and it took me back to square one again. And I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I might get kicked off of Uber. I got into an accident now. And I just continued working in my small car again, going back to the basics of like regular Uber, you know what I'm saying? $5 rides, and continue pushing. But that fuel that I didn't know that what was going to happen tomorrow pushed me to the next level. And I ended up driving this lady. It was, I was expecting, like, it was Ultra Music Festival. It was going to be the busiest week of the whole year. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna make so much money. And with that accident, it messed me all up. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna take a negative into a positive. So I continued driving, and I picked up this lady, and I drove her to this house. Now, when I looked at the address, it said 2 Star Island, and I was like, oh my God, that's P Diddy's party. So I talked to her, and I was like, oh my God, let me ask you a question. Is there any way you could get me into this party? Because I just want to see what it's like to like be at a party with a whole bunch of celebrities. And she was like, I'm not sure. I don't know who's there. And she left the car. I dropped her off, and she called me back 20 minutes later, and she's like, hey, how are you? This is what her name was. She was like, oh, I want to invite you back to the party because you made an impact on me, and like and I would like to invite you in, and when you get here, just valet the car, and just and just say you're with me. And I was like, okay, cool. So I valeted the car. I walked up to the gate, and there was Paris Hilton in line. I skipped right in front of her, and she pulled me aside. She's like, oh, this is my assistant. Get him in. She pulled me in, got me into the party, and like it was like the best thing ever. And like from that moment, I was like, okay, I'm in a party. I networked the whole party. It was amazing. I met the Kardashians. I met everybody. I became friends with P. Diddy's kid. Like, she's like, listen, just go inside and have a good time and network. And I just did that. And the next day, I was hanging out with P. Diddy's kids on the island, like making friends with them, and built an amazing relationship. Now I like drive them every time they're in Miami. But that fuel like took me to another level. I continued doing that for about another year, and just like I got creative. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna impress the next time I come back to P Day's party, I want to like pull up again. And like I just continued doing that, and I kept on, and I got inspired. I was like, okay, I got my SUV back like 2 months later, and I started to create that car into an experience, and that like changed my whole life. So I started to turn that car into an experience, and I created something called Uber VIP. It didn't exist, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna create it. So I started turning my car into a nightclub. So I pick people up on Uber, give them an experience, and I wanted them, by the time they left the car, if they didn't ask me for my business card or my number, I had did something wrong. So I continued doing that through, and like I continued doing that for a while, and it slowly evolved into like a whole business. You know what I'm saying? Like more people were requesting me than I, was able to do with it. And eventually, I landed on the news and everything, and it really like skyrocketed. And it wasn't, and then after that car, I was like, okay, I got to take it again. Like every time you reach a level, like you got to take it to another level. So I got rid of that car and got Uber VIP 2.0. And I started building the car number 2. And then that eventually led into, Drake and the Kardashians and everything. But I just kept on taking things to another level. At one party, I ended up meeting T-Pain. And at the T-Pain party, he introduced me to another guy. He's like, yo, can you take me for a ride? So I took him for a ride. And he followed me on Twitter. And I looked at him, and it said head of Xbox. So I was driving the head of Xbox, and at the end of the ride, he's like, listen, here's a brand new Xbox for your car, and I just want to gift it to you. And it's a brand new Xbox Special Edition, Gears of War Edition, and I want to see what you can do out of it. A lot of people would just take that Xbox, and like it was not even released yet. It was like worth like, I don't know, $800 or something like that. And somebody could have sold it. I was like, no, I'm going to take it and create something out of it. And I started to put TVs actually in the back. I figured out how to mount a TV to the back of the headrest, and I created a whole Xbox experience. And then I sent him the video, and he posted me to like 10 million people on Twitter.
That's
on
amazing.
Xbox.
Well, Marky, I'm looking forward to getting back up and seeing what you've got to offer once you're able to do that again. And in the meantime, for your mask, how do people get in touch?
Yeah.
How do they get in touch with you?
Okay, so I created my own Instagram called VIP Masks. So it's really simple, just VIP Masks, because the masks are VIP stands for very important people, and these masks are very important for people. So that's how I came up with that, and I just want people to feel special,
Fantastic.
If
I
they're
look
gonna wear a
forward
mask, wear a cool mask.
hearing more about your stories. Thank you, Markley, so much. Out of a situation comes an opportunity. Stay safe.
Yeah, check out my main Instagram. It's Pull Up VIP. It's all about how you pull up.
You got it. Is that's a great soundbite. I was thinking
I'm not
something
touching.
else.
I'm not touching. You see, you won't let me get away with any of that.
I say nothing. But that was great. VIP.
Great show. Yes, VIP. Now, do we want to give out the phone number for the CBD? I think that we exceeded the 25, but if you want to give it out, we're still doing it.
Let's give them a call anyway. Your CBD store in Singer Island has offered 25 free sample packs for their skincare line, give them a call, 561-812-2804. They will mail it to you, or they will deliver if you're within our vicinity of a viewing area. Drive by. They also have tinctures, edibles for your pets. They will do free consultations. They have a location in Boca, Boynton, Singer Island, and Pembroke Pines for your CBD store. And also give Tracy a call with Healing Moments. You can find her at 561-931-2137. And she's at 3200 North Federal Highway in Boca. She has an infrared sauna. She's got so many amazing things. She's got crystals. And she's got the energy clearing, the 2.5 acidic water that helps clean and clear as well. She's got the inhalation for your diffusers, for different things. You can just, little inhalers, a lot of things that are help killing viruses. We don't know about this specific one, and mold and bacteria. She also has a line of cleaning products to help as well, all natural. Lots of information to share.
There's also go to Instagram and get your mask on VIP, right?
Yep.
VIP mask, is that what you called it?
Yep, or you can find them on Instagram at PullUpVIP, and that was Markley. So a lot of information, and this morning we had Jeff Greenberg on from Promo Stuff for You. So here we are sharing all the resources we can with our community. Thank you so much for being a part of our day, and be kind, be safe, and you know what, always remember who you are and hold on to, as Freddie calls it, your gun. I call it a little bit of hope and faith and a magic wand. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.